Hey guys, good day. How are you and how are you doing today? Trust you're good. All right, welcome to KCA and welcome to another Monday market analysis. It's still your number one mentor. This is Kingsley of the King's Crypto Academy. All right, guys. Let's start the week by reviewing what we did last week and what I projected last week and how it all works. I told you guys last week already that this week we should be expecting a bullish trend, and that happens. We can see that clearly on BTC chart. I was saying during the course of the week when BTC went to as high as 78,000, nearly touching 79,000. For some of you who are just joining us, you can go back and preview our Monday market analysis we did last week and check what I said. I told the student clearly well that BTC we are expecting to hit 78, 79,000 and the likes that last week, and it did work out as planned. I told the student that the only condition that will not be possible is if the issue going on between US and Iran persists, or when if US attack again, that's when that won't happen. But if nothing happens, the market appear really bullish, and this was why we are last week. We were somewhere here when we had this bullish, and we're about having this on Monday. The following grain, I could see that there is just a slight pullback, and that happens exactly. And we saw BTC above $78,000. That means the whole market went up last week. And I also dropped a signal on Monday when I told you guys to long BTC. Let me see if I can find that. I did that on Monday. Sorry, pardon me. On Monday, you can see this was a signal here where I asked you guys to long BTC. That was same thing on Monday, and you can see the market paid out exactly as planned. So it was indeed a profitable week for us at KCA. We made quite a number of money from the market, and it was indeed very, very profitable. So, but this week, what I'll be doing is I'll just analyze the market, then continue our teaching series we started on fundamentals, trading fundamentals. We did part 1 week before last, part 2, part 3 today. And in today's part of the class, what I'll be teaching you guys is having a trading journals, or tracking your trading record. Tracking your trading record. Don't forget, I've told you guys the power of knowledge. That was what I teach you guys last week. And I also told you guys why you need to have a mentor, why you need to invest in knowledge, and why you must have a job. That's all those lies being told to you online that, oh, don't worry, you don't need a job, just start trading. When you trade, you make money, you'll be fine, you'll be do this. I told you guys that it's all lie, and it doesn't work anywhere in the world. It doesn't work like that anywhere in the world. That's first and foremost one of the things you must do before you start trading, is that ensure you have a job. If you don't have a job, you're going to go back, you're going to go broke, and you're going to go tired. No matter how, even if your dad has the biggest money, trading can break your heart over and over again. So I explained that to you guys last week, and I hope you had it very good and you listened to that very well and put that to work, because it's not just enough to have knowledge or to have someone teach you week in, week out, explain this, that to you. It's much more important you putting them to work in the actual sense. So quickly this week, I'll just analyze the market for us, then teach about tracking your trading. You see, some of you trade virtually every day. On Monday, you are there looking for signals here and there. You ask your friend, oh, do you have these signals? Let me copy signal here. You are in more than 20 signal group. 20 signal group. You are everywhere. You are here trying to get signal here. You are there trying to get signal there. You are just all around everywhere, finding signals here and there. And yet, you are not still profitable. You see, I've always told some of my students, or those who have registered for our mentorship class, it's not about how much you trade. It's about how well you trade. It's not about how far. It's really about how well when it comes to trading. How far does not determine. It's about how well. It's about how profitable you are on the long run. You may be trading every day. As a matter of fact, those who are less profitable are those who trade much. You see, I've said this over and over again. The more you trade, the more profitable you are, the lesser you trade. Because the more you understand the terms and the dynamics of trading. But that's not where I'm going today. So you need to track your trading journals. So some of you have Bybit, some of you have Binance. You need to go and check your trading record. Oh, last week when I traded BTC, did I make money? When I traded, so did I lose money? So you need to track your trading. And I need to say this clearly. You see, those who trade and make money from trading have personal techniques to it. They don't just wake up in the morning and say, okay, you know, today I'm trading this, tomorrow I'm trading that. They just see this coin in the market. There are some people that only trade maybe 5 coins, 6 coins. They are used to it. They have understand that coin so well. Personally for me, okay, I think I have an account on this. Okay, I have Binance here. I'm not sure this is my main account, but I'll just show you one or two things there. I have coins I trade. I don't just trade all coins. For instance, when you go to my favorites, you see the coins listed there. Those are the coins I only trade. Anything outside those coins, I don't even trade them. So I have coin I'm so used to. I've understand their dynamics. I trade other coins, not I don't trade them. But when it comes to me taking really reasonable trade, I only stick with these coins here. You can see them. You can see them. These are my favorites. These are the ones I really relate with most times. I understand how they work in each seasons. So you must know which coin you are used to. Not just that you just wake up in the morning and feel like, okay, this is what I feel like trading today. Tomorrow you feel differently. You trade another thing differently. Someone drop a signal. I don't trade coin with low volatility. Check all these coin here. They are coin with high volatility and with mid volatility, not high volatility. Mid volatility. And I don't trade low market cap coin. I trade high market cap coin because these are the things that have been profiting for me over the years. So find out what works for you and stay with it. The fact that something works for your mentor does not necessarily mean it's going to work for you. Your mentor may be used to this. It doesn't mean you are going to be used to it. You know, trading also has to do with emotion. I hope you know that. It has to do with emotions. One of the things that you find in a trading journal is that, let me tell you the criteria, the things you find in a trading journal. Normally, you find the assets being traded, the time of entry. Maybe I traded that coin 8 a.m. in the morning. You find the time of exit. How much did I make? Are you getting me? Which day of the week did I trade? At what? Am I at rest or am I on motion? Because trading has to do a lot with our psychology. And the way you think literally is totally different from the way you're meant to think. The way you see life, the way you perceive life, the way you absorb things is totally different from the way you're meant to perceive things. So you must understand, how does it work really for me? You see, it's a personal thing, it's not a general thing. Your mentor can teach you, may transfer his knowledge to you, but he can't transfer his emotion to you. There's some people that are just used to loss. I have a friend like that. You can lose $3, $4, it doesn't even shake him. I can be on a trade and lose $30, it doesn't even shake me. But you can't compare me to you that all you have in your account is just $30. If you lose $1, you will not be able to sleep. So you must find out what works for you necessarily and play with it. So in your trading journal, and the only way you can find out that is by having a trading journal, by tracking your trading record. At a point last year, like I told you guys, I stopped trading futures. Why? I just found out that, oh, this has not been working for me. I've been trading futures and I'm not really making money as it were. And I found that the major trades I've took that have given me the biggest profit were spot trading. And I withdrew and I focused on spot trading alone because that is what works for me. So find out what works for you, and the only way you can know what works for you by tracking your trading record. Some of you need to just, okay, whenever I collect signal from here, I lose money. Whenever I collect signal from here, I make money. So that means this is where my source, or this is where my profit is coming from. Okay, this signal I'm trading right now, who gave the signal? This one gave you signal, you make money. This one gave you lose money. You pick one again, yeah, you lose again. You lose here. So there is no track. You see, trading is a business. I've told you guys severally. Until you are ready to handle it like a business, you are not going to make money from it. So please ensure you track your trading record. That's the only thing I'll be talking about today. And next week when we meet again for the final part on fundamentals of trading, I'm going to share another powerful mystery to you. And I'll be rounding it up next week, but I'm going to stop there today. So quickly, let me analyze the market for us and tell you what the market hold for this week. Then we'll round it up. It's going to be a very short one tonight. It's going to be very, very short. So like what we can see right now in the market, I said something. If you go back to the Telegram channel, I said something. I said, don't feel too relaxed with the pump. Take profit and chill. The end may be more brutal considering the following data. I told you guys this, and that was on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, on Friday, on April 17th. That was on Friday or so. And you can see April 17th, right? Let's track it. There's a calendar on this phone. We could be able to get April 17th so that we can see what it was. April 17th was on Friday, right? So that means it was the past 3 days, right? And you can see, let's check the market since then. From that date till now, you can see the market has been coming down, right? It has been coming down, right? I tell you guys, don't feel carried away with the current trend in the market. Don't feel lost with it. Like, oh, we are on 1 hour chart. Let's go to 1 day chart. Okay, this 1 day chart. So you can see, since it does 78,000, you can see the last two candles before this current one was downtrend. So don't feel carried away with the current bullish trend. And another part, the only thing I will tell you guys right now, I won't say it's going to be bullish, I won't say it's going to be bearish, but chances are that it's going to be bullish this week again. Yes, it's likely going to be bullish. But at every bullish, the bullish for this week right now has a but. And the but inclusive is that the market is likely to trap people. When I mean trap, I mean the market is likely to get more buyers in and get them trapped. Do you get my point? Get them trapped. The market may jump to maybe 79, 80,000. You know, the more, because the market works based on people's sentiments. There's something called market sentiment. It works based on human emotion. If the market goes to 80,000, more people will buy. More people like, okay, I've not buy, let me go and buy now, let me go and buy now. And the more they buy, the more they get trapped. So the market is looking for who to trap, who to hold back, who to catch up with. So if you go and buy and you are not taking profit on time, you are not being sensitive, you are likely to lose more than you make. Because if you buy at 80,000, you may just wake up and find out that the market is boom on 73,000, 74,000. So what the market is looking for right now is looking for liquidity to go down. I've told you guys that the ultimate trend in the markets for now is still downtrend. So anything you see right now is just that the market is looking for liquidity to energize so that it can go down. Before there can be any major downtrend, there must be an uptrend. And before there can be any major uptrend, there must be downtrend. That's how the markets work. So guys, we're going to stop here tonight. Remember, the weeks still look bullish. The week ahead of us look bullish. And remember also that the bullish has a but, which means it's looking for wood trap. So if you're entering any trade, taking any signals on a bullish perspective, be careful so that you don't get trapped. And the market can even reverse from where it is right now. So anything can happen. So there's going to be a lot of manipulation in the market at the moment. Market makers are going to set in to get people manipulated in order to make money. So be careful so that you don't get trapped. See you again next week, and love you. And my name remains Kingsley of the Kingsley Academy. If you have not subscribed on the YouTube channel, do so right now and give the video a like button. Thank you so much and have a wonderful time.